telling me I had little gizmos in my body, little mugwais in my body, and now they're all gremlins? You're killing me, man! And how did it all started? Oh, I had to look at that other video. Oh, but what is triggering these problems? Stay tuned. Boom! Explaining a little bit about the Epstein Barr Virus back in the day. So in the late 1800s, the Epstein Barr Virus was still very, very mild. So the Epstein Barr Virus would live dormant in someone for an entire lifetime without causing any health problems or any symptoms. That's because the Epstein Barr Virus got its start as a productive virus, a good virus, you can say, and it would help remove toxic waste from our bodies. Before the late 1700s, the waste in our system was mainly a byproduct of natural bodily functions. The rest of it came from our foods we consumed and some of the heavy metals in their early unaltered form. The Epstein Barr Virus was technically our friend. Like I mentioned, it's like Gizmo from the Gremlins. It will scavenge toxins throughout our bodies, and it will elude in and around the liver, the spleen, the intestinal tract, the lymphatic system or lymphatic system, and even the bloodstream, so they wouldn't harm us. And due to the Industrial Revolution in the late 1700s and early 1800s, when mankind began to manipulate chemical compounds like never before, employing toxic heavy metals in new ways, generating potential chemical reactions, and burning and disposing of these compounds. Various pollutants made in our air, in air waters, in waterways and such. And these toxins got into people's systems. And this was a new food for the Epstein Barr Virus. So you can think of it like Gremlins, where you have little Gizmo, all cute, puffy little guy, almost like a cat, so friendly, you know? And then one of the rules was don't feed the Mogwai after 12, because who knows what would happen. And everything was peachy with the Epstein Barr Virus. But then we fed little Gizmo after 12 o'clock. And what happens? With this new food, these new Industrial Revolution toxins slightly poisoned the virus. In order to protect itself, the virus would excrete them in more toxic forms. And because of the viral process increasing their potency, the Epstein Barr Virus cells would enter a cycle of reconsuming these poisons. And it became a survival of the fittest. The Epstein Barr Virus cells that would able to withstand the process and reprocess poisons survived and multiplied. And in the weakened virus cells died off. The Epstein Barr Virus needed to look out for itself now too, and became stronger than ever. It became a gremlin. Oh. In the late 1800s and early 1900s, a wave of experimental fungicides, herbicides, and antibiotics, one of these predated penicillins discovered in a boom, were created. And these concoctions contained risky ingredients such as arsenic, copper, lead, petroleum, early crude chemical compounds newly synthesized in labs for industrial use, plus fungus and mold grown on petroleum waste from the oils and gas industry. And they were just the right fuel to begin the early stages of the Epstein Barr Virus. Yes, some of these crude antibiotics made in early pharmacy drugs, and never learned about this in history class, in medical school, because it isn't public knowledge and that it looks decades of recklessness, failed lab experiments with toxic ingredients to lead to the eventual discovery of penicillin. Barrels of dangerous brews were also dropped off for free at farm across the country, rather than sold in stores or advertised in magazines. It was the advent of spraying down every piece of food in our fields. This was long before the green revolution of conventional growing foods. The development phase of the green revolution by 50 years. So, people's exposure to these concoctions, however hidden, was widespread. Their food, medicine, and water supply became contaminated. And as a result, any Epstein Barr virus in their systems got what it needed to grow in leaps and bounds. So, these dangerous brews gave the virus just what it needed to hulk out. And go into a war with the immune system, initiating the first case of glandular fever. Now, the Epstein Barr virus developed a palette for industrialized, lab-discovered chemicals. Now, the amped up mutated virus was moving across the population at much faster rates. The Epstein Barr virus had become our enemy. So, we had little mugwais running in our bodies, little gizmos, petting our bodies, helping our bodies, getting rid of all these different toxins from normal types of foods. And then we started giving it food after midnight, and it started to grow and populate and mutate, and now it wreaks havoc in our system.
I can get you diseases like that, wouldn't you? Perhaps not.
So, there you have it. There is the beginning of what we're dealing with nowadays. You have high fructose corn syrup, homogenized hydrogenated oils, partially hydrogenated oils, canola oil, citric acid. Oh, I can go on and on. So, we are in the middle of a battlefield in our bodies. And our battlefields are wreaking havoc, and we're feeling the aftermath of battle. So, stay tuned for the next following videos that will unfold. Please write any comments of some of the symptoms that you've been having, or your friends or family has been having, and they've been induced with multiple medication. Please subscribe. There will be dozens of these videos that help explain the Epstein Barr virus. Also, give a thumbs up if some of the stuff that I'm spitting, smash it, that some of this information sounds pretty good, because this is some crazy stuff. This is mind-blowing stuff. The Matrix is going on from the inside, man. It's coming up from the inside. It's coming out. So, let's help each other. Let's heal each other, because this is the healing method, man. This is the healing movement. And that's the reason for this. So, thank you so much. Stay healthy. God bless. See you another time. Peace.
Driving round with my baby, top drops and raindrops, motion got me all faded.